Hey, I'm Brian Taylor. The movie that I decided to do is called Invasion USA. I had many movies in mind, but for some reason this one just kept coming back to me. I liked the plot of it. Um, I liked some of the stuff that went on, so I decided to go with this one. A little background on the movie. It was directed and produced by Alfred E. Green and Robert Smith in 1952. Um, It is Cold War cinema, so that's kind of covered an area that we've been in before. We've talked about many different cinemas already this semester. A few of them have been pretty interesting, actually. I've never known anything about film really until I've taken this class, and I found it very interesting. Um, so back to the movie. It all begins with there's like five or six guys in a bar. Um, they're talking. One of the guys, his name is Mr. Omen. He is German. So he's talking with these American guys, and he pretty much is saying that America always wants to complain about their problems and complain about what's going on in the country, but they never want to do anything about it, and they never do anything to fix those problems. Um, so a reporter walks in, a woman, she was a woman, she walks in and kind of instigates this between them. But she asks the guy, she says, "Are y'all okay with the U.S. overtaking companies in the name of the Cold War?" Pretty much. Um, Everyone was pretty skeptical about it except Mr. Omen. Mr. Omen then went on to give this uh, long, mesmerizing speech, pretty much is how I would say it. Um, gives a speech about this whole thing. It kind of puts the guys in the bar in a hypnotic state, is the best way to say it, I would think. Um, so all the guys are seeing this enemy start to take over our country, start to take over the U.S. Um, paratroopers and excuse me, people jumping out of planes, overtaking the Capitol. Um, just stuff like that. The enemy's never named, but we can infer that it's probably the Soviet Union since it's in the Cold War. Uh, but I just found that interesting, how the movie transitions to them being in a hypnotic state, but you don't really know that till the end. The guys don't know that as well. Um, so they're seeing all this stuff happening, the country being taken over, um, the enemy taking over. So the guys come back to life state, come back to real life, um, and they see what's happened, and they see what could happen as well. They pledge to be more patriotic to their country after seeing what could happen, um, and that's pretty much it for the storyline of the film. Um, Overall, I liked it. I thought a lot of things could have been better, um, but we're talking 1952. I mean, I think it's awesome how they can do what they've done in the previous dates and compare it to what we have now in film and editing and so forth. Um, but overall, it was very interesting. I learned a lot studying this film. Um, but yeah, Invasion USA, 1952. Great film.